This book gave me a headache, so I have a headache. I don't know why, but it gave me a headache. I was I was looking for a light read. I'd been reading some FBI serious stuff, and I saw this, and maybe I picked the wrong book. Maybe it's the wrong series. I'm not sure what was going on here at all. But there are 17 books in this series, so it looked kind of promising, and it's like an ongoing thing. I thought, oh, and I should have picked it up. Um, where is where is it? Oh, it's over here. Maybe I'll just run through these instead. It's a short. I meant to look to see if it's ongoing, and I haven't seen any ongoing. This is the Casey Daniels series, and I was looking for something similar to this. Um, who is it? Who's that other chick that? Um, I can't think about it. Who's that? See, in this book, they're all numbered first, second, third, fourth, fifth. They're all numbered. She talks to the dead and she solves murder mysteries. And I like this up until the point where she lost it and took a left turn, and she just it was really good for the first, oh, I don't know, 8, 9 books. And the author took a left turn with Reyes and the guy from hell and falling in love and being it just went left field. This, however, it starts with book 1 here, Dawn of the Dead. She gets a job, Pepper Martin. She gets a job in a cemetery, and the people in the cemetery, some of them have been murdered, and she wants them to solve her murder. So maybe we'll go through these. Dawn of the Dead and The Chick and the Dead and to buy Tombs of Endearment and the rest of these. Maybe I just should have done a video on these. Night of the Living Dead. These are good. Dead Men Talking. Tomb with a View. Hard Day's Night. Hard Day's Fight. And Wild Wild Death. There's a couple more, but those are the basic ones. And I was looking for something similar to those about talking to the dead, solving murder mysteries. So I saw a thing for, I don't know how well I'll put it up. This doesn't, the glare is bad. But this is Tonya Kappes, A Charming Crime. And it gave me a headache. Oh, before I forget, this is the D. Louise book series. This is where we read books, talk about books, no special effects, no theme music, none of that fancy smancy stuff going on here. And, like I said, the book gave me a headache, so I still got a headache. I'll have to put it up. This isn't working. I'd prefer a real book, and I did buy the second one, so I do have the second one coming. I don't know if I'll read it or not. I've had it. It became Peyton Place, or the Stepford Wives, or became a Stephen King angst type of um. You move into a good old town, and everybody is got their own agenda, and there's evil, and it was just, oh good god, I don't know what to say. It was just, yeah. All right, so let's just get this going. My headache, I'm gonna need some Tylenol or something. It's bad. um so June is our main character, and her mother is deceased, and her father probably supposedly died years ago. And she is a herbalist, and she's mixing all these herbs, and her shed blows up, and she thinks it's her fault. Later on in the book, she discovers somebody else did it, not her. It wasn't her fault. And Oscar, her best friend, who she talks to all the time, who's a cop, was supposed to be the good guy. He comes by and they're chit chatting, and then this woman comes by and goes, "Why don't you move to Whispering Falls?" So it just happens. And at first I was like, oh, good, there's no long character introductions. There's no walking through the park and greeting everybody. That was good. I thought. Until I just was like, huh? Could someone explain to me what's going on here? This is really hurting my head. So, her and Oscar sell their houses, quit their current jobs, move to Whispering Falls, get new jobs. She buys a new place. She gets a store, and it turns out it was her mother's store. She had no idea how much. She learned that her mother had this entire secret life going on. And she's meeting all these different people, and they're all spiritualists, and they all get feelings, and they say stuff, and they know stuff about her that she didn't even know about herself. And they knew her mother, and they were friends with her mother, and she didn't know this was like a whole separate life her mother had. And it's just like bang, 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 bang. And it was like all this information. And I was trying to keep track, and I just stop. Just stop. Read the book and enjoy the book. Stop trying to keep track of all these people. Because then, like, so many chapters in, this other character comes in. I was your best friend of your mom, and I knew her, and I knew all her secrets because her mother kept a journal, and this lady's mentioned in her mother's journals. And then this woman in town dies, and June had a charm bracelet, and the charm bracelet was found clutched in the woman's hand. So, and she was strangled. So June is the main suspect because they were seen arguing. And it's like, who is doing this stuff? And then the town member gets mad because he asked her to miss his potion. She missed his potion. She didn't know he was allergic to this ingredient. And he comes after her because he was allergic to this ingredient. She didn't know this stuff. And it all just gets thrown and thrown. There's all these people. There's this town. And I don't know. I usually don't have a problem. And I don't know what it was with this book. And I'm gonna leave it. I know I bought the next book, but that's it. I'm over it. This had potential and it just gave me a headache. So she has all these people. Um, so we have Oscar, he's the cop, and Jordan is his uncle, supposedly. Prince Charming the cat, who people talk to. And he's like, mm-hmm. And she had no clue. He might be someone who came back as a cat. She has no clue about this stuff. And he's been her cat for like 10 years. And Madame Torres is a crystal ball, and the crystal ball's trying to warn her, and someone is hiding her in the closet. And then we have Gerald, the owner of the Gathering Grove tea shop. He's the one that accuses her of the poison. And then we have the twins, Carmilla and Patience. Then we have Petunia. Then we have Anna. Then we have Eloise. Then we have Izzy. You have all these people. And they also know so much about her. And they know a lot of her secrets. And she has no clue. And they tell her she's going to come to the smudgering or whatever. I forget what it's called. And she just goes, and all of a sudden she knows how to do it. And she's got all this. This is. And the twists and turns. And the more you get into the book, the more Stephen King it becomes. The more Stephen King-esque feeling that Stepford Wives or Evil Town or The Omen. It just had that feel to it. And I wanted something nice. I wanted something cozy. I wanted something I could get my paws into. I wanted a Lorna Barrett or a Casey Daniels or something. And it was just, I just don't know. I just don't know. So, and then she goes to person A for help. And then you said, well, maybe he might be evil. You shouldn't talk to him because he might be evil. And then you're like, well, you shouldn't talk to her. She might be evil too. And they find stick pins and they find voodoo dolls. And it's just, I just don't know. So, in the end, the killer's been through the book the killer is a constant presence. in the book. And you're just afraid of everybody in the town. You think everybody's got a motive. You think everybody's coming after her. It's got that real Stephen King-esque type feeling. And it was just creepy. And I was getting headaches from her dreams. And I was getting headaches when stuff wasn't really explained. The character June didn't understand either. And it was only like as stuff progressed, someone would say something to her and leave it, and she would, the next page or the next day, they would give her a little more information, and she'd start put the stuff together. It's just. So I'll put the picture up, but it's just, I don't know. It's just. Have a good one. I gotta take Tylenol.